Come to your mat space, hands on the knees, and then begin to circle that head around. Think about sitting tall through the spine, maybe closing the eyes. Breathing in and out the nose. Good. Starting with the neck. You feel like you're crunching on the side. If you can hear a few pops. Okay, if it sounds like you're eating, crunching up cornflakes in the morning, should feel quite good. Keeping the eyes closed. Breathing in and out the nose. Good. Come to center. Lift the shoulders to the ears. Inhale. Back and down. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Remember that Ujjayi breath as we exhale out through the nose. We're sending it, forcing it through the nostrils. Good. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Lifting the shoulders to the ears. Exhale. Back and down. Lovely. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hands to the floor. Take an inhale. Reach and twist. Good. Inhale to center. Hands to the floor. Exhale. So remember that. Inhale, center. Exhale, reaching right or left. Inhale, center. Exhale, lateral movement of our spine. Good. Inhale, center, hands on the floor. Exhale to the side. In 4. Good. In 3. Nice, everybody. In 2. And 1. We're going to pause on this side. Think about opening the chest. Look up to the ceiling. Try to extend that top arm a little bit further forwards in 3. Good. In 2. In 1. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Again, holding for 4. Open that chest. Push that top hand to the back. Look up in 3. In 2. Try to reach that top arm a little bit further forwards. In 1. Nice. Hands to the knees. We're going to switch arms, okay? So taking opposite hand to the knee. Okay, so hopefully our left hand's on our right knee. Right hand's on the left knee. Lift up the right arm. Inhale, twist. Inhale, lean and lengthen. Good. In 3, try to twist now. In 2. Good. All coming on that thoracic spine. In 1, inhale, bring that right hand to the knee. Left hand up and over. Good. And twist. In 3. Nice. In 2, looking up. In 1, back to center. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, open that chest, cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lovely. Inhale, hands to the ceiling. Squeeze those ears. Exhale. Try to lift the chin and look up. 1 more time, everybody. Inhale, align those shoulders with the hips. Hold here and squeeze. Exhale, cactus the arms and look up. Hands continue to come down to the mat. Good. Come into tabletop, swivel the feet round. So our trusty tabletop position. Knees in line, hands in line with shoulders. Inhale, belly down, chin up. Keep those arms straight. Good. Exhale, open the chest. Sorry, open the back, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, chin up. Drop that belly down. Flex that spine. Exhale, open the back, chin in. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Looking up. Ujjayi breathing. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Big toes together, knees out wide. Sink down to child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Reach the arms a little further forwards. Maybe those elbows are lifted off the ground. Relax the forehead and breathe here. So at this point in class, it's your chance to set an intention. Maybe help set the tone for the rest of your sequence and practice. And if it was a class that you found quite a struggle to log into, get your head in the right frame of mind. Good job for showing up. Your body's going to thank you for it. Take a reach to the right hand side. Make sure the head is staying pressed into the floor. Taking a few breaths here. Next, inhale back to center, reach to your left. Right side opening up. In child's pose, it helps to close your eyes, to become fully present in the move and the posture and the feel. Back to center. Lovely. Take an inhale, rise to tabletop. Bring that right foot to the right wrist. Come into 90-90 position with the knees, okay? So you can see my front knee in line with the ankle, back knee in line with the hip. Good. From here, reach the hands high, interlace the fingers, press up. Now with your core and your ribs, instead of flaring the ribs outwards and finding that back bend, I want you to tuck the ribs inward, feeling that core lock here. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean forwards, aeroplane the arms. Good. Inhale, reach the hands high, realign. Find that adjustment in the spine, not flexing the back, tucking the pelvis in. That engages the left glutes and the left bottom. Good. Inhale. Interlace the fingers. Exhale. Aeroplane the arms. Nice. One more time. Stay stable here. Inhale. Looking up. Interlace fingers. Press. Exhale. Aeroplane the arms. From here, hands to the mat. Coming into a low lunge. Okay. Realign those hands. Bring that front foot forwards if we need to shuffle here into the hips, bouncing left up and down in 5. In 4. In 3. In 2. Drop the knee on 1. Back knee down. Hands press into the floor now. Lengthen the left hip flexor. Just breathe into this stretch. Look down at the mat. Next, inhale, simple twist. Right arm to the ceiling. Inhale. Take the exhale up here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Hands to the mat. Step back. High plank. And downward facing dog. Nice. Take an inhale. Come back down to tabletop. Left foot to wrist. Align that front knee. Back knee as well. Remember that lower spine. Tuck that pelvis in. Feel the core lock here. Hands above head, inhale. Interlace those fingers, push up. Exhale, aeroplane the arms. Hinging at the hip. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, look up. Interlace those fingers. Remember that core and that pelvic tuck. Exhale. Good, last time. Inhale. Interlace those fingers. Lift out through that spine. Exhale. Good, hands to the mat. Drop, lift the back knee off the floor into that low lunge. Nice job, guys. Hands framing that left foot. Add some pulses here. At one side, you might feel a little bit more stiff doing this, so ease into it. In 4, excuse me. In 3, looking down. 2. Good, in 1. Drop the back knee. Simple twist, left hand, rise up. Inhale. Take the exhale here. One more full breath, simple twist. Bring that hand to the floor, lovely. Step the left foot back, right knee off the floor, high plank. Hold that core in 3, squeeze the tummy muscles in 2. Lovely, down to the elbows on 1. Try not to rock the hips. Draw the feet forwards, dolphin pose. Stepping the foot one then the other, keeping the hips high. Nice, breathe here in 3. Inhales, exhales in 2. Pushing up to downward facing dog on 1. Nice, and then walk the hands back to the feet. Ragdoll pose, grab your elbows. Few rounds of breath. So remember ragdoll, we're releasing the lower spine. Don't hold on to the elbows, let them relax. Let the whole upper body can melt closer to the floor. Let gravity can pull yourself down. Noticing the back legs, the stretch that's going on, the bend in the knees, where we are right now. Interlace those hands behind your back. Let them fold up and over. Chin tucks into the chest a little bit more, looking to the back of the room. Feeling those deltoids twist, opening up the shoulder. Good, stretching through the upper pec muscles. Breathe here in 3. Maybe close the eyes. Feel that pressure in the head rising in 2. Lovely, in 1. Release your hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Vinyasa from the knees, drop the knees down, take an inhale, lower the chest, lift up into upward facing dog, shoulders back, chin up. Exhale over the toes, squeeze the core muscles, downward facing dog. Nice, take an inhale, look forwards. As you exhale, walk, jump, or float to the feet, to the ankles. Sorry, float to the wrists. There we go. Chin into chest. Halfway hold, next inhale. Flat spine, exhale, hands back to the mat. Step back, high plank. Full vinyasa. So squeeze the core. Drop the chest. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. One more flow. Inhale, look forwards. Walk, jump, or float to the wrists. Good, soft landing if we're jumping. Next inhale, halfway hold. Flat spine, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, release, chin to chest, bend the knees. Come up to Tadasana, so looking forwards. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, back down to the mat, Uttanasana, chin into chest, long spine. Halfway hold, next inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, Vinyasa. Or meet me in downward facing dog. Nice. Feel that spine. Good, lengthening, extending. Downward facing dog, meet me there. Take an inhale, 3-leg down dog, right leg. Point the toes. Exhale, look to the hands, drop the back knee. Stepping forwards, broken crescent lunge or broken lunge. Inhale those hands to the ceiling. Now remember what we focused on in that warm-up flow. Instead of finding that backward bend, we want to tuck that pelvis inwards. We want to float the core and the chest, the tummy away from that front knee. Okay, so you need to integrate the core, the glute muscles at the back. So instead of, again, leaning into it here, which sometimes we do, we want to pull that rib cage in. Nice, hold it here, inhale. Untuck the back toe, or tuck the back toes, exhale, aeroplane the arms, come into that low lunge. Good, drop the back knee, inhale, hands high. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift into that front leg. One more time, guys, good job. Back knee down, inhale, hands above head. Remember, don't dome, back bend, we're not finding that move this evening. Good, exhale, up to those tiptoes. Low lunge, hands to the mat. Inhale, step back, high plank, Vinyasa on the next flow. Nice job. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take 3 breaths here, resetting. Inhales, exhales through the nose. You may find in some classes you want to wiggle around in your downward facing dog, and others just finding that stillness helps you focus and center better. So just notice those small changes as you practice more and more. Left leg, inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, step to the hands, drop the back knee. Good, untuck those back toes. Take an inhale, hands overhead. Remember that position in our core, not doming the back, keeping it lifted. Exhale, tuck the toes, lunging forwards, or lengthening forwards. Good. Untitled with aeroplane arms. Drop the back knee. Inhale, hands overhead. Think about stacking shoulders over wrists. So wrists over shoulders. Tuck the back toes. Exhale, aeroplane the arms. Lean forwards. Good. Inhale, back knee down. Lift through the core. Hands overhead. Exhale up on those back toes, hold it here in 3, aeroplane arms in 2, we're working that front leg, all the muscles, quads, glutes, thighs. Exhale, hands to the mat, Vinyasa. Squeeze the core before we start that Vinyasa, guys. If you squeeze that core, drop the chest slowly, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing. Woo. Back clicks. Exhale, downward facing, nice work. Come down to the knees, open them wide. Child's pose, reset. Forehead down, catch that breath again. So if you're someone who doesn't find the stretch in child's pose, or would like to go a little bit deeper, try to take the knees out wider so the trunk or your torso can become closer to the floor. Maybe reach the arms further forward so the elbows lift as well. Just making a few little adjustments like that could help just deepen your child's pose in this practice. Good, 2 more breaths. Final breath. Take an inhale, tabletop. Good, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, listen carefully. Next, inhale, right leg, float it high, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, look forwards, come into a high plank with that right leg lifted. Exhale, 3-leg down dog in 3. Shifting forwards, keeping that right leg high. Squeeze that core in 2. Good, everybody. In 1, step to the front, warrior 2. Back heel down, big stance, looking forwards. Good, hold this here, power pose. Take an inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, release and relax. Look at that front knee, front toe. Just use that hand to kind of guide that alignment, okay? It always helps me to make sure the knee doesn't come too far out or doming in. Good, take an inhale, reach that front hand, flip it up. Exhale, behind into that reverse warrior. Inhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, listen carefully, float onto the left side of your foot, coming into that side plank. Remember, if side plank is too strong for the core in the back at the moment, just drop the front knee or the bottom knee into that bridge pose. Keep it held here in 3. Remember, the feet can be one on top of the other, stacked, or 1 forwards, 1 back in 2. Good job, everybody. In 1, high plank, holding you there for a bit. Vinyasa, let's go. Inhale, upward facing. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths, reset, downward facing dog. Final breath. Left leg, let's float it up. Inhale, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, big step to the front. Warrior 2. Remember those arms facing forward. Use that front hand to slice through butter, okay? Making sure that knee is in line. You can just about see that front toe. Good. Big pose. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, leaning back into your reverse warrior. So don't forget that bend in the front knee. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Look forwards. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Come onto the right side, so swiveling round. Stacking the feet, or one in front of the other, or bridge pose in 3. Inhales, exhales, turn on those obliques, everyone. In 2. In 1, high plank, vinyasa, let's go. Inhale, upward facing. Drop the knees, exhale, puppy pose. Arms long, nice, everyone. 2 breaths. One more breath. All right, let's flow. Come up to tabletop. Toes under, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg, 3-leg down dog. Exhale, look forwards, drop the back knee. Hands overhead, inhale, remember that core alignment of the chest. Exhale, aeroplane the arms. Chest to thigh, good. Inhale, hands overhead. Big breath in, exhale, lean forwards. Working those glutes and hamstrings on our right leg. One more time, inhale, hand overhead. Exhale, aeroplane the arms, lift that back leg off the floor. Good, squeeze here in 3. Nice, everybody. In 2, maybe interlace the fingers on 1. Hands to the mat. Step back, high to low plank, vinyasa. Upward facing dog, synchronizing that breath as you move from posture to posture. Exhale, downward facing dog. See what happens. Left leg, inhale high. Exhale, step forwards, drop the back knee. Broken crescent lunge. Good, hands overhead, lift through that core. Remember that pelvic tuck inward. Exhale, aeroplane the arms, chest down. Flat spine if we can. Inhale, looking up helps. Tuck that core, exhale, aeroplane. Down to that big toe gaze. One more time, inhale, hands overhead. Get ready to tuck those toes, exhale, aeroplane the arms, float that back knee off the floor. Nice, in 3. Good, in 2. Lovely, in 1. Hands to the mat. Step that left foot back, high to low plank vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg, inhale, lift it up. 3-leg down dog, big step to the front. Exhale, warrior 2. Take that breath in, shoulders high. Inhale. Exhale, release that breath. Bring that front hand down and up, making sure the knee is in line. Good, flip the front palm, reach forwards. Then reach back, reverse warrior. Bend deeper into that front leg. Inhale, warrior 2 arms, cartwheel to the floor. Coming onto the left side. Float up, half plank, side plank, good. Inhale, exhale, or bridge. One more breath in, and one more breath out, high plank. Shift forward, square the hips, squeeze the bottom, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Keep it up, everybody. Good, use your own tempo. 2 breaths, reset. One more breath. Feel that heat rising in the body, left leg, let's go. Reach it up, inhale. Exhale, big step to the front, warrior 2. Good. Shoulders high, next inhale. And release, exhale. Good, inhale, reach forwards, flip that front palm. And then reverse warrior, bend into the front knee. Inhale, warrior 2 arms, look forwards, exhale, cartwheel to the floor. Come onto the right side of your body. Side plank, 2 breaths here, or our bridge pose. Take the inhale. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. And shift forwards, high plank, exhale. Let's go, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Continue with those hands to the feet. Good, ragdoll pose, grab the elbows, release the breath. Tuck the chin in. In 2. In 1, interlace the hands behind your back, open up those shoulders, tuck the chin into the chest. Good, listen carefully, hands to the mat. Bring the knees into the back of your arms, come into that crow pose. Okay, so remember, if the hips are high, we're going to allow that body weight to shift forwards. Use your head as a counterbalance. Looking forwards, we're going forwards. Look down, you're going to go down. What helps me is coming up to my tiptoes first, making sure that the knees are behind the arms. Push into those triceps. Find that sweet spot. Look forwards, keep the hips high, and then gently float one foot and then the other. Keep gazing forwards, spreading the hands nicely across the floor in 3. Breathing in, breathing out. Squeeze from the core in 2. Step back into Balasana in 1. Good. Nice, everyone. Take a breather here. Option to give your crow pose another go. So let's plant the hands down. Lift the hips high. Point the toes the same direction as your fingers. Okay, high-fiving the mat. Spread the fingers wide. You swimmers have got hands like paddles, so get all that surface grip. Lift the knees. Come onto tiptoes. It really helps. Look forwards. Shift your weight slowly to the arms. Once you feel like that weight is all in the arms, just lift the foot one then the other. When you feel that floating sensations, try to bring the toes together at the back. Lift them high. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale in 3. Inhale, exhale. In 2. Sit back into Balasana on 1. Nice job. Good, just shift that weight from right to left. And then slowly bring the bottom all the way down to the mat. Legs out in front. Soles of the feet together. Be tall through the spine. Push the chest forwards. Shoulders back. You're going to take a deep inhale here. Exhale, roll forwards. Tuck the chin to the chest. Maybe bring the elbows to the shins. Bring your chest as low to the floor as possible. Breathe here. Feel the inner thighs stretching. One more breath. Lovely. Step those feet in front, toes pointing forwards, hands behind the bottom, a couple of inches, okay? From here, we're going to come into a reverse tabletop. Squeeze the bottom, press the weight into the hands, float the hips. So looking at those knees, we want to create that long position where the knees align the shoulders. Look up in 3, squeezing that bottom in 2. And 1, lengthen your legs from the heel, press into the heel, keep the legs long. Bring the bottom down, nice. Ankles together, take a deep reach or a deep reach up to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale to the toes. Nice and active in this stretching here. Inhale, hands overhead, lengthen the spine. Maybe interlace the fingers. Good, exhale, reach for those toes. Feel that stretch deepen, pulling yourself closer towards the thighs, the kneecaps. One more time, inhale, hands overhead. Extend and reach. Exhale, holding it here for 3 breaths. Relax those toes. Good, breathe into it. 2 more breaths. Remember those exhales as a chance to pull your body closer to the floor to deepen that stretch intensity. Last breath. Good, slowly restack the shoulders over your hips. Bend into the knees. Come to laying down, squeezing the knees into the thighs. Gently rocking from right to left. Extend that left leg out. Keep the right knee tucked in here. Look up to the ceiling. Draw some circles with that right knee. Good, moving into that deepening of the side of our hip. Making sure there's no niggles or areas of concern. And then switch legs. Left knee in, right leg long. Good, maybe close the eyes here. And again, just go back to that intention which perhaps you set at the beginning of your class and your session. A word, a phrase, a feeling you want to embody, tick off the list. It's good just to set that in motion again. Reconnect with purpose as we move and breathe and flow. Good, cross the ankles, come up to a seated position. Hands to the front of the mat, push back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, right leg floated up. Exhale, step to the outside of our right wrist into lizard lunge. Drop the back knee slowly, untuck the toes behind. So this is a wide stretch. That leg can go out to the side as far as you'd like. You can walk it out, okay? Usually to the edge of the yoga mat should be wide enough. Taking a deepening into this stretch, keep the left hand on the floor. Take the right hand, sweep it up and back, and then into the inside of that knee. So pulling that knee away from us. Good. Breathe here. Maybe come onto the knife edge side of your foot. In yoga, we call that the pinky toe side of the knife edge side, or rainbow side of our foot. Good. A few more breaths here. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good, bring that foot flat. Come down to the elbows if we're allowed to. If we're feeling that in our practice this evening. If the hips feel open enough. Maybe look down, tuck that chin in. Breathing into this deep stretch here. Good. Take an inhale, press your hands into the mat, lift the chin and chest, look forwards. Exhale, come onto that back, come off the back knee. Okay, so we're here in this lizard lunge. I'm going to walk the right foot to the left wrist, pigeon pose. Now the aim of pigeon to have the front knee parallel to the mat. Drop the back knee slowly down to the floor. It could feel quite tight in the glutes. Hands over shoulders. Sorry, shoulders over hands. There we go. Chin parallel to the floor. Now with your hips, try not to lean into the right side where we've got that space. We want to keep the hips square like the shoulders. So what helps me is having my hands on the floor to center myself off. Look down at that front knee. If it's kind of parallel to the mat, that's fantastic. You've got a lot of mobility in the knee. And if not, if that heel is close to the left hip flexor or even the groin, that's still okay. You should feel that stretch in our right bottom cheek and glute. If you want to lower down to the elbows, come down nice and slowly. Pause for a few moments here. This is pigeon pose. If you've got bad knees or sore knees, just stay in lizard lunge. But it's good to explore some of the movements and stretches you can get. If you want to go even deeper and you've got that space, bring that forehead to the floor, reach the arms long so you're lowering that body as close to the mat as you can. Good, feeling that lengthening from the body. Two more deep breaths in and out through the nose. Nice. From here, press the hands into the mat if we've got down to the elbows. Lift the chin and chest, look forwards. Good. Tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, and then send the right knee back. High plank vinyasa. Squeeze that core first, everybody. So we've got strong core muscles. Flow through that vinyasa. Drop the belly and chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice. Shoulders back. So instead of leaning forwards, hunching forwards, push them away from the ears. Feel that heart space expand. Good. Toes tucked, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One more breath. Three-leg down dog, left side. Inhale. Exhale to the wrist. Drop the back knee. Lizard lunge on the other side. So just remember what you did on the other side. Try to replicate that on this side. That helps to keep the body balanced. It helps to just be aware of any niggles. Good. If we're going to open up that hip, let's take that left hand up and over. Inhale. And then exhale, bring it to the inside of that leg, pushing out to the side. Maybe shuffle the right leg out, the right hand out further. Open through that chest in 3. Nice, everybody. Knife edge side of that foot. Big toe pointing up to the ceiling in 2. In 1. Lovely. Come back to center, flatten the foot down, lizard lunge. Take an inhale, lift your back knee. As you exhale, walk the left foot to the right wrist. When you're ready, drop down to the knee. Pigeon pose. Good. Untuck the back toes when you feel that support. Hands under shoulders. Good. Lift the chest. Inhale. You can stay here. Otherwise, exhale, lower down to the elbow. On one side than the other. Breathe into the stretch. It's a really juicy hip stretch here. For any breaststrokers, you should feel good. Cyclists, or if we run as well, really great to release. You can get this stretch sensation from a laid down figure 4 pose, but here we're allowing gravity to push the whole entire body into the stretch. So we've got that extra addition here. We reach the arms forwards like we did on the first side. Now's your opportunity to do so. Good, take 2 long deep breaths from now. Close the eyes, breathe in that sensation of the breath. Be present in the stretch. Lovely. If we're down on the elbows, let's push the hands into the floor. Lift the chest. Inhale, back knee off the floor. Exhale, left foot back, high plank. You can meet me in downward facing dog or find your vinyasa. Lower the chest. Keep the elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, walk the feet forwards to the wrists and then maybe through the hands if we can, all the way to the front of the mat. Nice. And then roll all the way down and back. Lifting up into a seated pose in 3. Looking forward, find that rock. In 2. Nice, everybody. In 1. Come into boat pose. Feet on the floor or feet lifted. Hands out in front. So you can start here with the toes pressing into the floor. And then lift them up. Push the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Hold it here in 3. Inhales, exhales, nice and strong. Isometric hold here. Good. In 2. Not leaning forward. Push them back. Lift the chest. In 1. Cross the ankles. Bring the forearms down to the floor. Facing up or down. Chin into chest. 2 more breaths. Remember how you've crossed your knees and ankles, lift up the chest, roll up and down, meet me in boat pose in 3. In 2. Lovely, in 1. Boat pose, see you there, feet lifted, or toes on the floor, arms up to shoulder height. Breathe here in 3. Squeeze that core, remember the shoulders, push them away in 2. Look at those tiptoes. Look at the toes in 1. Nice. Cross the ankles in the other direction. Plant the forearms down, lean forwards. Try to relax all the muscles in your bottom as you do this. One more breath. Good. Lift the chest. Take the legs out to the side. Wide leg Paschimottanasana. Take an inhale, hands overhead. Let's twist to the right side. Exhale to the right foot. Hands framing the side of the leg in case you add that support to the side. Imagine your chin is in line with the knee or the thigh. Point those toes up. So we're opening the hips as we do this, staying nice and active too. Just notice that difference you're feeling in the calf and the top of the hamstring, the ligaments behind the knee, and then relax the toes. Notice what goes on. That change, staying active to passive. Good. Take an inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, lean to the left side. Find that twist in your thoracic spine. Lower down. Let's point those toes up to begin with. Notice the pulling sensation from the thighs, the hip. Should feel quite good this evening. Relax those toes now. Two more breaths. Lovely job. Lift up that chest. Draw those legs together to the front of your yoga mat. Bring the hands out in front. Take an inhale. And then let's lower down in 5. Just that chest in 4. Good, in 3. In 2. Bring that right knee in on 1. Left leg stays long. Squeeze that right knee in. Good. And then find your find your supine twist here. Right knee across the body, arms out. Good, come back to center, plant the feet down on the floor. Good. Bring the left knee in, extend the right leg. Squeeze that left knee in. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Take one more breath. Good, slowly coming back to center. All right, everyone. Let's tickle our ankles, set the knees in line with our ankles. There we go. All right, from here, I want you to lift the glutes and the hip off the floor, squeezing the bottom as you inhale. Good, bridge, exhale, hips down. 2 more times, inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. Push that weight into the shoulders, exhale. Good. 1 more time, inhale, float the hip up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze the bottom. Good, as you drop that hip, bring the knees into your chest. So now a little opportunity to practice wheel pose. If you haven't done it before, it's basically shifting that weight instead of the shoulders bearing the weight of our upper body into the arms and the wrists and hands, okay? So give it a go, it's a big heart expansion pose. We can release a lot of emotion as well. So start off with the heels tickling, or fingers tickling the heels. Take the hands up and over. Now, fingers should point the same direction as your toes. So the wrists are the furthest part away right now. Elbows up. Make sure that the elbows stay in, they don't draw out. Okay, we're not winging the arms out because we lose that stability. From here, push into the heels, squeezing the bottom. Feel the weight in the shoulders. Then when you're ready, push into your hands. Squeeze the bottom and float the hips away from the floor. Look down. Good in 3. Inhales, exhales in 2. Tuck that chin in on 1. Lower your shoulders, mid-spine, lower spine, and then tuck the knees back into your chest. Good. Just rock from right to left. So if you even got to the first block where we press the weight into the hands instead of the shoulders, well done. We got up into wheel. You have 1 more opportunity to practice wheel right now before we go into a happy baby pose, okay? So always good to have 2 chances, just like we do, balancing the body right and left side. So tickle your ankles with your fingers. Reach the hands up and over, fingers towards the toes, wrists facing away. Keep those elbows pushing inwards, okay? When you're ready, press the feet into the floor, squeeze the bottom. Inhale, float the hips up. Then when you're ready, push into your hands, keep going, squeeze the bottom. Use the strength in the legs in 3, looking down. In 2, try to straighten out the arms. In 1, chin into chest first. Drop the shoulders, mid-spine, lower spine, then knees tuck in. Well done. And then open up to happy baby. Inner arches of our feet, take the legs wide. Look up to the ceiling, breathe here. Inhales, exhales in 3. In 2. In 1. Good, bring those legs up to that imaginary wall, flexing the toes. Long straight legs, feeling a bit of shaking here. In 3. In 2. In 1, let's reach for that right hamstring on the right leg. Lower the left ankle down to the floor. Good. Take 1 breath here. Good, changing sides. Let's reach for the left hamstrings, right leg, float the ankle down slowly. Good. Both legs together, inhale, lift them high. Hands by the side, exhale. Just drop the ankles slowly to the floor for your Shavasana. Take your time, keep that lower spine pressed into the floor in 5. In 4. Look forwards in 3. Maybe those toes go out of sight now in 2. And 1. Ankles rest on the floor, toes out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. And just notice what you've cultivated in your practice this evening, or whenever you're taking this class. Notice all the tension is hopefully dissipated away from the body. Notice your state of mind, how relaxed and calm and centered you're feeling. And just engage with that energy you have around you. Staying as still as you can, softening the breathing. Try not to fidget, be patient with your body. Try to turn off the mind, no thoughts creeping in. And then when you're ready, start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Slowly waking up the body again. Maybe nodding the head. Maybe over to a nice fetal position on your side, cradling the head with the bottom arm, stacking the hip. The analogy I like to use was I used to train and get up at 5:30. It's that moment at 5:29 when the alarm is just about to go off, and saving that last minute of relaxation and time in bed. When you're ready, press yourself away from the floor. Good. Maybe cross the ankles, hands on the knees. Wake that body back up. Nice job. And then just close the eyes, soften the eyelids. And then taking a few deep breaths, hands on the knees, stay nice and still, long through the spine. If you want to bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, you can do that as well. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Try to relax your jaw and eyebrows. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to heart center, bow your heads forwards. Thank you all for joining class. Remember that looking after your body starts with moving your body. I'll see you all soon. Namaste.